You guys, what's up, man? We're here, we're live, we're live, we're live, we're live, we're live, we're live, we're live. So yeah, look, man, so this is just pretty much a recap of the goings on that have happened today. So obviously I'll take your questions, we can do a little back and forth, and then just really just reviewing what has happened. So I mean, Benzema. I think that is for me the main topic for today is Benzema. Has Benzema returned? Is Benzema really that dude? Is he going to be huge? Because um Benzema has already equaled his entire goal tally of last season. I will repeat, he has already yo, what's up guys? What's up? He's already achieved his total goal tally of last season. And for me, if Benzema is able to um, give Real Madrid like 20 to 25 Gs, and the same to get 10. Look, Beast Mode is already scoring. So I'm like, look, man, Real Madrid look all right. They look all right. For me, I'm still rolling with Barcelona. I think Barcelona are still the strongest team. But look, man, it's all right. These guys, they look all right, man. But for me, and the thing about Benzema is this is that I don't look at your talents as a whole. I look at how you're currently playing. So form and talent are two very different things. As I said again, Charisma is one of the most talented players ever. His form just wasn't on it. He never really showed his talent on the pitch. So Benzema, I've always said that this guy's a very talented striker. When you look at what the guy did for Leon, what he did for France, what he did for Real Madrid initially, it's always been talented. It's just that I have to go at what you're doing on the pitch. I can't say, oh, you played crap on the pitch, but I do know that you've got great ability. No, it doesn't work like that. Is what are you doing on the pitch? And what he was doing on the pitch was complete and utter trash. So, but what we're seeing right now is a guy who's far more confident, a guy who has a greater role within the team. His role isn't to make other players better. And dare I say that Lopetegui is saying, no, play for Benzema. Play to supply Benzema. Use it. He's a striker. Because I think when Cristiano was around, even if Benzema was the striker, really the strikers were Cristiano and Beast Mode. Those were really the strikers. Like, you could say Benzema was sort of like the number 10. So he was sort of like the number 10, but the number 10 in a striker's role. Maybe a bit like Roberto Firmino for Liverpool. So what are you guys saying? Is Benzema going to be big time this season? And we're going to talk about Cristiano. We're going to talk about Cristiano still not scoring yet in 3 games for Juventus and the reason for why. But let's just look at where Benzema. Yeah, what we will talk about Allison in Wonderland Dora. We'll talk about so Benzema, how many G's this season? So he scored 4 G's now. We'll revisit this on the Hangouts for sure. We'll revisit this on the Hangout for sure. So how many G's do you think Benzema can score this season? Tell me. How many G's this season can easy look as easy? 40. Don't do that. Do not do that. 40 G's. No, do not do that. Don't do that. Um 8 max 25. So I see 8, I see 25. 25. Benzema to be top scorer in the league. 25 G's is pushing. You know what? I'm looking at 16 to 17. Because I said if you could give them to 20 to 25, that'd be great. We're looking at 16 to 17. So let me move on to the next thing in the docket. It's Eden Hazard. I'm going to do a vid. I'm going to do a vid. Similar to my whole Mourinho thing, I'm going to do a deep dive vid into what it means to be a football player and a top football player. So I'm not going to go into detail into it now. Watch for that sometime next week. But Hazard got that ass. Hazard GTA then. He got that ass. Hazard, he pulverized and he larynxed the living daylights out of Bournemouth. And all I'm saying is that what more does Hazard have to do to show you how amazing he is? Dribbling, ball control, playmaking, making things happen, point guard play. He's pretty much the quarterback of the team. Everything creative goes through him. He's the engine that makes everything happen. He is the guy that is breaking lines. He's the guy that's making forward movements, making through balls. He's the guy that's creating opportunities, creating chances. What more does this guy have to do for you to appreciate what he did? And he did it at the World Cup as well. And he was one of the main reasons that Belgium got to the semi-final. And guys who say that De Bruyne is better than Hazard, tell me with a straight face that De Bruyne had a better World Cup than Hazard. Tell me with a straight face. Tell me with a straight face that De Bruyne had a better that De Bruyne had a better World Cup than Hazard. Junior Santos, David Luiz isn't Chelsea's quarterback. The quarterback, from what I believe, is the playmaker. Not necessarily the guy who sits down deep and hits long balls. No, it's the playmaker, the guy who creates, who makes those killer key passes. And Hazard is the dude that makes those key passes. This dude he scores, he creates, he dribbles, he has the most touches on the ball. If you're a basketball aficionado, he's the point guard. If you're an NFL aficionado, he's the quarterback. So you know what? What about it? Victor Moses, don't even mention that guy's name. Don't even mention that guy's name. So I just think, look, I will address it again, but boom, let's look at it to one side. Let me leave Cristiano to one side. Let's talk about Liverpool. Alisson and Wonderland. Talk about it. I asked this question, and I think I put it on my Instagram or something. Can somebody tell me when last a goalkeeper made a short pass to a defender and that team kept the ball all the way till they scored a goal? I want to understand this whole the goalkeeper must try to dribble or make the short pass. When last did a goalkeeper make a short pass to a dude and then the people kept the ball all the way and then they scored? I can't remember the last time that happened. So for Alisson in Wonderland, just smack the ball. I mean, and also literally, as I said in my review, it's as if the guy froze. It's as if the guy froze. But look, you put that to one side. Liverpool, look, man, Mane is Liverpool's best football player. Naby Keita may be creeping up, but he's best football player. Mane is a better football player than Salah. Salah is a better goal scorer. He's more effective. But Mane is the better player. Mane is Liverpool's best player. It just is. You know, Mane is Liverpool's best player. Mane is not better than Hazard. Relax, okay? And trust me, the video is coming. Next week, I will explain to you why Hazard is top 3. He is top 3. As in, my top 3 is... It's definitely Hazard. You have to roll with what Mbappe did at the World Cup, what Mbappe doing in the French League right now. So go roll with Hazard, Mbappe, and these are Messi lately. Rich. I mean, basically, it's between Rich and Messi because Messi, I'm sorry, I've got to hold that World Cup performance against you because you laid an egg. So maybe I would say basically it's definitely Hazard, Mbappe, and Modric and Messi are interchangeable. That's the top 3. You know, that's the top 3 right there. So, and it's non-negotiable. It's not my opinion or my view. It's a cold, hard fact. Cristiano, let's talk about it. So obviously, I was watching both games. I was watching the Juve Parma game and I was watching the Juve Parma game. I was watching the Real Madrid game. Speaking of which, why don't Parma wear their yellow kits? So Parma's goalkeeper was wearing their 90s yellow kit, but their team was wearing the white kit. I said, no. Parma, you're known. That yellow kit is iconic. That is an iconic kit. So I don't know why they were not wearing that. So why hasn't Cristiano scored? I was looking at the statistic on Instagram via Pulse Nigeria Sports that I follow on Instagram. And it said that Cristiano has taken more shots than any other player in Europe without scoring. And he's taken 10 more shots than the next player. So he's taken more shots than anybody and he's not scored it. I'm not here to hate on anybody or hate on Cristiano. I'm just here to figure out why hasn't Cristiano scored yet for Juventus in 3 games, and he's not had opportunities. He's taken a lot of shots. So I think someone tweeted at me and said that what's it called? So obviously there are a couple of things. So one guy said Real Madrid played for him, and that was a perfect environment for him to thrive. Another thing that I'll throw in, then I think your boy Robert G has said, Syria is tough. This may not be the Syria of the 90s, which was perhaps the toughest league in history to score in. But the Syria is still very, very tough, and they don't really allow you that much cheddar. You know, this isn't Levante or Rayo Vallecano, where you will easily get 10 or 20 Gs, where Rayo Vallecano will come out and attack Real Madrid and Barcelona. That's how crazy those guys are. Assyria de la Nama were defensively on that thing. So, and I think that's why I liked this move so much for Cristiano, which is that I wanted to see how well can you do in a different country, different system, different rules, different things? How well can you do? Can you still be that guy? Can you still be that guy? And that was just the thing that I wanted to see. So I still think he'll get G's, but it's very interesting to see that how many G's is he going to get. For a guy who is this good at goal scoring, I can't say that he'll get less than 15 Gs at the very least. Like, I think he gets 15 minimum. You can possibly say 18 and 19 is a possibility. That's just what we wanted to see. But as for Juventus, man, what's going on with Dybala? Robert G, hit me up. What's going on with Dybala? You're my Italian Juve correspondent. Why isn't Dybala starting? Why the hell isn't Paulo Dybala starting? I mean, is it that he can't? I mean, who the hell is Benedeschi? I've never heard of this dude. The only Benedeschi I know is the guy that sells fish, that sells bread at the bread shop. So why isn't Dybala starting? Because I think from what I was watching of Juventus, they lacked creativity. They lacked a guy on the ball that was able to give them a bit of grace and guile in that kind of area just outside of the box. So, and I'm sorry, you cannot tell me that Benedeschi is better than Dybala. I couldn't give a damn what Benedeschi did at Fiorentina. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude. I don't care what Benedeschi did. Benedeschi on no day is starting ahead of Paulo Dybala. That's not happening. That's just not happening. Cristiano not on the review. No. I think that would be a bit too hasty. Although I would love to. I told you, no. It would be great to have him at the academy. It would be great. But I think that's a bit too hasty to have him back in there. Look, man, Atletico, bro. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. But I think yeah. Look. Let's be real. Can we be fully real? This won't happen. I read that will happen because I have too much respect for what this guy does as a goal scorer. But let's just paint a scenario. Let's just paint a interesting scenario. What if Cristiano doesn't get those Gs? What if he gets 12 Gs? That's what I mean. I'm putting it out in the universe. What if he just gets 12 Gs and that's it? Because if that happens, and you've already sold Higuain, then because Douglas Costa can't get 20 Gs, Dybala can't get 20 Gs. Mandzukic, the last time Mandzukic got 20 Gs was back in Bayern. So I think there is an assumption. Look, I still think he'll get 17, 18, or even 25 Gs because it's Cristiano. He's a natural goal scorer, and the goals will come. He's coming close. The goals are going to come. He's too good of a goal scorer enough for that to happen. But I'm just painting a scenario. I'm painting a scenario that may not happen, but just painting a scenario that if, let's say, doesn't get those Gs, then it's like you are in a bit of a fix right now. So obviously, sorry, my previews are going to drop. Sorry that my City review didn't happen. Just too much going on. So I was unable to do the pre-match and the review for the Man City thing. But again, City winning, damn good goal by Kyle Walker. Obviously, I will drop my pre-match previews of the Arsenal game and the United game tonight. They'll probably come out a bit late tonight. They'll come out a bit late tonight, but they're definitely going to drop tonight for sure. I will put those out there for you guys to watch, and then obviously after the game I will then do the review. So yeah, man. And look, as I said again, look, word on the street is if United lose to Burnley, it's finished for my boy. Do you know how messed up that is? So my boy now has to beat Burnley to save the job. Have things gotten this bad? Have things gotten this bad? I mean, my goodness, that is just crazy. Speaking of which, I will be on UFF. I'm not sure. I might be hosting or not. I don't know whether I'm hosting or I'm a guest, but I will be on UFF on Sunday. So this Sunday I'll be helping to review the Arsenal game and the United game on UFF. And again, watch this space. Me and UFF have just been talking. I may be coming much more of a regular host on the fan pack for UFF. So I think me and Terry will be hosting duties for UFF fan pack in the future. So you may be seeing a lot more of me on that fan pack thing in the future. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, look, as I said, yeah, look, I mean, it's a nice opportunity, and I think it's just good just to get good exposure out there. So speaking of which, let's do this actually. Champions League, what are your thoughts? Toughest group? Because I think basically Sunday, obviously, I think Sunday for our hangouts on Sunday, we're definitely going to be doing like maybe the first 15 minutes reviewing some of the games, talking about Benzema, Alisson, and so forth, and the United game. But like for the next 45 minutes on the hangouts, we'll definitely break down group by group. We'll break down group by group the Champions League thing. Just give like a very general idea of all the other groups. Group. I think the match. Okay, what is the one match you're looking forward to the most? For me, easily Liverpool PSG. Like that's for me. That I think is going to be the best match of the group stages for sure. So, what do you guys? Which match are you looking forward to the most? Which match do you think will be the best? Spurs Barca will be good. Oh, has Rob been sacked? Says who? Has Gennaro? This dude just said Gennaro has been sacked. Sorry, this is Nigerian duty. Let me check. So, which match are you guys looking forward to the most? Because I think Liverpool PSG is going to be the best thing, man. Trust me. Liverpool PSG is going to... So what's it? Sterling is scoring a lot of goals. Okay, there's nothing here, man. So what are you guys saying? Best Tottenham Ensa? Come on, man. Let me... Someone just said Juve Man United. Manchester United are playing Europa League for ball. Okay, that's just it. Whether my good friend Terry likes it or not, they are playing Europa League for ball. It's a simple fact. What's the time now? 22. They're playing Europa League for ball. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't mean to be rude. I'm just stating a fact. Porto Schalke could be all right. People are insulting Group C a lot, and I think you'll find is that you'll insult Group C, but I think Group C may be one of the most tightest and most exciting groups because I think each of those teams may just end up beating each other. So you may find out that for someone to go through, it'll probably be via goal difference or something like that. So don't sleep on it, man. Easy with them Group D, by the way. So for me, I think Liverpool PSG is going to be crazy. Wait, are Hoffenheim in Man City's group? I don't know. I didn't think they were. I didn't think they were in Man City's group. Sevilla aren't in Man U's group, bro. It's Valencia that you're probably thinking about. Oh, hey, that's cool. See, my housemate supports Valencia, and I'm a Man United fan. Should be interesting. Yeah, should be. Chelsea v Bate Borisov. Okay. Look, as I said again, look, Barcelona are still my favorites. So am I wrong in saying a Barcelona team with a fully determined and fired up Messi should not be favorites? What are you saying? What are you saying, man? Remember, guys, if you want a question desperately answered, because again, there are a lot of these messages coming through. If you want a question desperately answered, hit the super chat. Hit the super chat for if you want a question desperately answered, so I can see the question, give you a shout out, and read out your question and answer your question for the group. So that's if you want your question desperately read out and answered. Look, man, there's no dating on this live thing, please. Pink Kitty. All right. FedEx. So okay, actually, what if Real Madrid win 4 in a row? I'm just saying, what if they win 4 in a row? Favorites for AFCON 2019 are Morocco. Those are the favorites in my view, and I think Morocco should win it. No, as I said again, look, Real Madrid, they best not, but I'm just saying that Real Madrid really won 3 Champions Leagues in a row. Do you know how offensive that is? 3 in a row. That's madness. Okay, what do people have against Valverde? That's all I want to know. All I want to know is that what do people have against Valverde? What has this guy done wrong? This dude won 2 trophies last season. He almost went unbeaten. 2 trophies last season, and people are still hating on your boy. I mean, come on, man. What has the guy done wrong, man? So what? Winning trophies is not bad. Nah, sorry, man. You can't. Winning 2 trophies. You can't be crap if you win 2 trophies. You can't be crap. So all because he failed in Europe, he's now crap. What happened when Luis Enrique got shot at by Juventus in the Champions League? What about when Guardiola got shot at by Inter Milan in the Champions League as well? I think in one of his last few seasons. So look, it happens. It happens. Barcelona cannot be expected to win the Champions League every single season. No. Conte isn't better than Valverde because Conte led a team to 5th in the Premier League last season, from being champions to 5th. So no. No, look, I mean, I am actually shocked by the kind of hate that Valverde gets. So we're living in a world where you can win your league title, your cup, and be called a failure. That's crazy. There are guys who can't even do anything. Shout out to South Korea, but guys, that's hilarious. So basically, Heung-min Son, he was what's it called? He was playing at the Asian Games, for the past few weeks. And the whole thing is that in every South Korean, doesn't matter who you are, actor, footballer, famous person, every South Korean has to do military service, which I think lasts 1 year or 2 years. In Nigeria, it's called Youth Corps. Although in Nigeria, you don't have to do it. But if you want to work in Nigeria, you have to. But I think in South Korea, whether you want to work or not, if you're a South Korean, you have to do military service. So I think he was pretty much all primed for military service, which would mess him up because 2 years out in the prime of his career for Tottenham would mess him up. But I think, because military service is like, what can you do? What is your contribution for the country and everything? And I thought, look, he's the best Asian player out. He's putting South Korea on the map. That's enough. But they said, no, you have to win a trophy, like a major trophy for South Korea to be exempt. So he went up and I think the entire team are now exempt from military service after they won the Asian Games, So that's, great news for Heung-min Son. Hazard or beast mode? I would build my team around Hazard, but beast mode is more effective. But if I had to choose a player, it depends on the kind of team that I'm building. And okay, it depends on the kind of team that I have. If I have a very defensive team, physical team, tough, pragmatic team, I'm going with beast mode. If I have a very attacking team that likes to attack and move forward, I go with Hazard. So there we go. It's as simple as that, man. So so yeah, man, that's the thing, man. So look, man. I mean, going back to Benzema and Real Madrid, man. I just think it is amazing how, because basically the thing with Benzema, and I think you can learn things from people, almost similar to Lukaku. Even if it hasn't really changed my view. Like when I saw Lukaku's interview for the Players Tribune, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I've actually found a newfound respect for the guy. But I think you can separate the player from sorry, you can separate the person from the footballer. I say, look, wait, hold on 1 second. I'll be back. My food is here. Yeah. All right, cool. Cheers, thanks. Oh, my meal is here. My meal is here, guys. My meal is here. So yeah. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah. And basically, I mean, unfortunately, I won't be able to eat in front of you guys. I think we've got about maybe 10 more minutes left for live here, and then I'm gonna have the meal with unfinished Public Enemies because I was watching Public Enemies with Christian Bale and Johnny Depp. I think a few nights ago, but I didn't finish it, so I will then finish. Um, Connor, man, look, man, Sky's. See, you know what? I'm not sure whether Sky I would be a right fit for Sky Sports because if I was on Sky Sports, I would have to water down what I say. Um, and oh, Happy Feet, send it to me. DM me on Twitter if you made a shirt for me. So if I was on Sky Sports, I would have to pretty much water down what I do because again, I wouldn't be able to be because again, I am very passionate. I'm very abrasive. I'm very Nigerian. And the thing about Nigerians is that we talk with a lot of passion and a lot of intensity. That's just how we are. That's how we are built. Um, so yeah, man, that's the thing. So look, man, guys, hit me with some questions, man. Hit me with some questions. Let me talk about 10 minutes more, and then yeah, hit me with a few questions, man. Let me see what you guys are saying. How good would Isco and Hazard be together? Um, you see, Isco and Hazard, they're very similar players. So maybe they may negate each other. So I think I'm not sure whether an Isco and Hazard would work, but at the same time, they may be similar players, but they think in a very similar way in the way that they play football. So I think in that sense, I think they'd be on the same wavelength. So I think if you had both of them as too restricted, so let's say if you had like a Isco Hazard and a Benzema, and Isco was slightly deeper and Hazard was slightly closer to Benzema, I think that would work really well. And I think Isco and Hazard would be able to really work off of each other with Benzema to really create some very interesting football. So what you guys are saying, man? Best DM in the world, probably Casemiro. I think I would roll with Casemiro. Um, so, bro, do you think Sari should go 4-4-2 or 4-2-3-1? Uh, as a guy, sorry, I'm a huge fan of 4-4-2, but I would say 4-2-3-1 with Giroud. 4-2-3-1 with Giroud. And obviously you have Hazard, um, Hazard, Kovacic. Yes, so yeah, so 4-2-3-1, and in the three it's Hazard, Kovacic, and Pedro. That's how you would roll. Which Premier League team will go furthest in the Champions League? Man City. I believe that they will. I think City are strong, and this is what I keep on saying. I've almost said this so many times. If City avoid Liverpool, I think they can go to the final. I think the only team that can cause City issues, the only team that City truly fear are Liverpool. I don't think City will fear any team. I think City will cause problems for any team in the Champions League. And can Liverpool do this again in the Champions League? I have a feeling that Liverpool are focusing more on the Premier League. And I think for City, because they've won the Premier League, and they don't want to win it again, I think City, like, you know what, let's really try and do this Champions League thing. And I think Pep feels he's got unfinished business. And I think Pep, you know what is really great in Pep? I think what people put Mourinho over Pep is that Mourinho has won the Champions League with two different teams. And people are still saying, yeah, Pep, you may be a great, but you've already won the Champions League with Barcelona, who had one of the greatest club players, who had one of the greatest club players of all time in Lionel Messi. So I think Pep will be there for it to hit it. What do you think of Alaba or Sandro as a left back option next season? Um, Jessica Alba is doing well. Jessica Alba is doing well. I would say still stick with Alaba. Do you think Sarri ball is boring to watch? No, because you've not seen the full effectiveness of Sarri ball. Because when Napoli, when he really got things right for Napoli with the whole Sarri ball thing, so like let's say a year or a year and a half afterwards, Napoli were almost everyone's favorite team. They scored some amazing, amazing football. So what you're saying of Chelsea isn't the system to its nth degree. Give Sarri like 2 more transfer windows for him to get to get a proper striker, proper defenders, maybe get Koulibaly as well. You're going to see it's at its very best. Do Nigerians have beef with Ghanaians? No, no, no. It's friendly beef. Literally just friendly beef because we share a lot of the same food, a lot of the same cultures, a lot of the same clothing. So literally any beef we have is purely friendly. A lot of my probably one of my good friends is Ghanaian. One of my closest good friends is Ghanaian. So no, 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 no. I know that Nigerians go to Ghana, Ghana go to Nigeria. So no, no, it's any instance that we have is purely friendly. We are very, very good friends. Um uh Double H is clueless sometimes. No, no, not as clueless as your face, though. That's the thing. Not as clueless as your face. Um, so what else is it? Is Morata a lost cause at this point, HH? Um, Lost cause is a very strong word. But what I will say is that it's not going to work. That's that's the friendliest thing I could say is that this thing is not going to work. It's not going to work. He just can't work for the team. Simple as that. It's nothing offensive, nothing mean, but he just cannot work in this Chelsea system as a lone striker because look at what Giroud did when he came on, right? This decision. Because in that situation where Giroud just gave that one touch to Pedro, Morata would probably try to control the ball, try and dribble and try and shoot and get the ball blocked. And I think in that kind of your decision making has to be amazing. It's going to be on point. And I think his decision making just isn't good enough, in my view. Obviously, Morata should really watch Benzema closely as to how you play the lone striker position, which is a lot about decision making. Making the right call, when to dribble, when to shoot, when to pass, when to lay the ball up, when to hold the ball up. Who is the best action actor? Action actor, Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel is the best action actor. Watch Pitch Black and Chronicles of Riddick easily. More talented, Isco or Hazard? Hazard, for sure. Hazard for sure. How far will Spurs go in the Champions League? Spurs, it will be tough for Tottenham to make it through the group. It's a tough group for Tottenham. PSV and Inter Milan are no slouches. If Tottenham make it through the group, quarters. I think they can make it to the quarters. So yeah, I'll say quarters for them. Okay, people want to know what I'm eating. So I'm having 2 veggie burgers, trying to keep healthy, 2 veggie burgers, garlic pizza bread, potato wedges. And that's how I'm rolling, man. Something a bit, a bit cool because it's a bit late at night. So should Chelsea buy Timo Werner? No, 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 no. I think it's fine that the way they are. And look, Kepa is fine. Has Kepa made any howlers? Okay, has Kepa done has Kepa done an Allison? He hasn't. So I don't think so. Future potential Ballon d'Or winners. Future potential Ballon d'Or winners has to be Mbappe. I think I look at Mbappe, I look at Dembele. If Hazard moved to Real Madrid, if Hazard moved to Real Madrid and he inspired them to a La Liga title, maybe to go really far in the Champions League, you could see, you could make an argument if for Hazard, but I don't think Hazard can do it for Chelsea. Let me see what else guys are saying. Spaniel, HH, your thoughts on Madrid's new tactical approach, possession style, etc. I think it's good. I think, see, people need to understand this. Zidane is not a great manager. He's not. He's a very good coach, but not a great manager. Hence why I said that if Zidane goes to Man United, he'll get exposed for not being a great manager. Zidane was just a perfect marriage. His coaching style suited the players that were there. I think for Lopetegui, you're seeing a lot more coaching, a lot more management, a lot more tactical strategy being employed. And Real Madrid, they're playing a lot more football. I think under Zidane, it was about let's just be effective. Let's get the ball out wide to Cristiano. Let's really counter-attack, go quick and hit it. But the thing for Lopetegui is like, okay, how can I use Carvajal and Marcelo more? How can I use Benzema more? How can we keep the ball on the ground more? Let's have a few more passes. Let's have a bit more movements all around. And let's just, get guys really trying to move in and out of the role and do more in their role to really break guys down. And I think the way that they are walking and breaking teams down is a bit more detailed than what Zidane was doing. So it's going to be cool to see, okay, how does this last for the season? Do you have it? Yes, I have a PS4 and an Xbox One. I've owned almost every single console apart from a GameCube and this new Nintendo thing. I've owned almost every single console. So yeah, I pretty much own a lot of consoles. Top scorer in the Champions League. That's a good question. For me, it's gonna be Dembele. I'll roll with Dembele. If he doesn't get injured, I'm gonna roll with them. Aguero. I'll roll with Aguero. Yeah, especially with the group that I'm going to have Aguero to be top scorer in the Champions League. Guys, it's been swell. Stay true. Peace out. Peace.